right now. Tejashwi Yadav, the Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar, has refuted any sort of link to the Urban Cube Mall or to this company, Whiteland. He says he has nothing to do with either this mall that has been built in Gurugram or this company, Whiteland Corporation, or its main owner. He says this is simply a political vendetta by the BJP. Let's play out that bite. This is right after his government won the trust vote in the assembly, and then I'll go back to our guests.
अर्बन क्यूब्स मॉल है और ये मॉल जो है ये प्रोजेक्ट का नाम है। हमने पता करवाया ये कि भाई ना मेरा लेना देना, ये कहाँ से कौन मेरा मॉल भी बना दिया और छापे भी पड़वा रहे हैं। तो भाई हम पता कि भाई क्या है, और हमारा तो जो कुछ है सबके सामने एफिडेविट में दिया हुआ है, चाहे हमारे परिवार का झूठ मूठ का झूठा केस बनाएंगे और ये चालू रहेगा। ये मेरा कैरेक्टर बर्बाद करने का, परसेप्शन इमेज जो है बर्बाद करने का इनका चलता रहेगा।
Okay, I want to ask Shantanu Sen, and then after that I'll go to Naveen Upadhyay. You heard what Tejashwi Yadav is saying. How easy or difficult would it be for the CBI to prove, Mr. Sen, that the proceeds of the crime, this alleged crime that happened where jobs were given in lieu of properties, those properties were sold, and then the money that was acquired by the selling off of those properties were then used to build this mall in Gurugram linked to associates of Tejashwi Yadav? Just how easy or difficult would that be to prove this whole money trail?
Rahul ji, I note that Lalu Prasad Yadav was the railway minister in 2004 and he continued up to 2008 or 9. So ये तो 18 साल हो गए हैं. So the whole crime was committed 18 years ago, the initial crime, land for jobs. इतनी पुरानी बात है. Then the case was registered in 2017 and today we are in 2022. तो ये भी 5 साल हो गए, 5 years have crossed. अब CBI's crime manual gives CBI 6 months to complete an investigation.
Okay.
देर होगी तो 1 साल, 2 साल, 3 साल, but here it has taken 5 years. So the facts show that CBI is finding it tough, very tough, to link the criminals in this case. Allegations are serious, very serious. But investigation is difficult because those who abetted the crime have got jobs.
Okay.
And they are the primary witnesses to Lalu's crime. And they are not going to depose against Lalu Prasad Yadav easily unless they become approvers.
Okay.
So the CBI obviously is finding it very difficult, very, very difficult to charge sheet even after 5 years of investigation, when the crime manual of the CBI says every crime must be, investigation must be completed in 1 year. And if you go beyond 1 year, you explain to the director. 6 महीने के बाद ही परेशानी शुरू हो जाती है. Explanations start. So facts show that CBI is finding it tough to pinpoint the allegations and charge sheet anybody.
Okay.
So there you are. It's a difficult case.
Let me ask Naveen Upadhyay. So today the 4 people whose properties were raided, 2 of them happen to be MPs of the RJD, 1 an MLC, and the fourth one an ex-MLC. Again, what they are alleging is that these 4 people were party to the conspiracy. They were the conduits through whom these 12 people managed to get their jobs. They were conduits to these 7 properties that were procured in Patna and in other places. So they are as much part of this conspiracy. But as Mr. Sen said a moment ago, to be able to prove that the proceeds of those 7 properties that were sold and a mall was built in Gurugram, that is not going to be an easy task. Mr. Upadhyay.
Yeah, I fully agree. You know, it's going to be, it's going to be very difficult after 18 years, and it is also raising question why you carry out raid after 18 years in a case of such nature, And definitely to the extent, you know, when the RJD and JDU leaders were saying from the day one after this government change in Bihar that they will be subjected to raids by ED and CBI. So, you know, in public perception, they will be able to make a very strong case that it is being done with a motive, you know, political motive. At the same time, you know, I feel very strongly that more than anything legal issues, I think this is going to be a very prolonged perception battle in Bihar, because in 2017, if you remember, Nitish Kumar was forced to dump this RJD-led alliance at that point of time, because this case, Sushil Modi raised these cases and he launched a crusade claiming that Nitish Kumar claims that he has zero tolerance towards corruption. Now the BJP will make the same points again and again and again and again, ki when on the same issue you left the RJD 5 years ago, then how can you continue with the RJD now when we have carried out raids and when we are going to prosecute
No,
them?
but Mr. Upadhyay, isn't it also a legitimate question to ask that what was the CBI doing for the last 5 years? Just because the political arrangement changed in Patna, did the CBI go slow on this case?
That's what I'm saying, you know, definitely it will give credence to what the opposition parties are saying, irrespective of the fact that the CBI may have a strong case, may have its own reason to go slow. But fact remains that political parties today are making a very strong case that CBI is selectively acting or ED. And in case of Bihar, I think, you know, from day one it is being said. So I think, you know, it's going to be a perception battle. And it will be very interesting to see how Nitish Kumar reacts.
Response to this. Okay, I'm also getting more breaking news. Let me go across to that. These